The main driver for sneaker culture, particularly in the United States, has always been basketball. It's amazing to have a sneaker deal with a major brand, but if you have your own line of signature sneakers, that's pretty special. With the global sneaker market reaching $85 billion in business, we'll be taking a look at which NBA players have their own signature line ahead of the 2022-23 season.
But first, a reminder about our brand new giveaway. We're giving away a PS5 with a copy of NBA 2K22 and Madden 22. All you have to do is watch the full video, leave a like, comment the keyword hidden in the video, and make sure you're subscribed. It's that simple.
Starting with Gordon Hayward and Klay Thompson. While Nike and Adidas lead the list with the most signature lines for NBA players, the Chinese market isn't too far behind. Anta, a Chinese brand, has launched signature lines with a couple of veteran NBA players like Gordon Hayward and Klay Thompson. The Golden State star joined Anta back in 2015, penning a 10-year deal with the company and launching his KT line. Hayward, meanwhile, joined more recently in 2019. Moving on with LaMelo Ball. Puma has been investing big time in their basketball division and did so by signing some big names from the NBA. The biggest, though, is LaMelo Ball, and they've decided to put their faith in the one-time All-Star by signing a deal reportedly worth $100 million, and he'll be releasing his MB.02, the sneaker for next season. Then we have Kawhi Leonard. New Balance is big in the States and has been gaining more attention worldwide thanks to their fantastic line of running shoes. But now, they're not too far behind the other sneaker lines as they've managed to convince some big players to join the brand. This includes the likes of Zach LaVine, Jamal Murray, and Jaylen Brown. But the biggest star to join New Balance is Kawhi Leonard. He left Jordan in 2018 to become the face of New Balance basketball and has since released 2 signature sneakers with the brand and remains the only player with New Balance to have his own signature line. Although, if Zach keeps his form up, who knows, New Balance might be tempted in offering him the same deal. On to Steph Curry and Joel Embiid. This list is in ascending order, and the way we've managed to do that is by mentioning just how big a star is. Some might argue that Klay deserved to be higher, but Under Armour definitely deserves to be ahead of Kawhi and New Balance. Why? Well, simply because they've got a 4-time NBA champion and a 2-time MVP runner-up, meaning that they've convinced 2 of the biggest current stars in the NBA to join them and have given them their very own signature sneaker line. Curry released his 9th sneaker with the brand the Curry 9, while Joel Embiid launched his first shoe, the UA Embiid 1, in 2020. Some recent reports believe that the second shoe in Embiid's line will be coming out this year labeled the Embiid 2, but we'll have to wait and see if that's true. Up next, Luka Doncic, Zion Williamson, Chris Paul, and Russell Westbrook. The Jordan brand might have lost out on Kawhi Leonard, but that doesn't mean they haven't got some other big names on their roster already. They've got the second most NBA players with a signature shoe, and their total adds up to 4 NBA players. And it's the perfect blend of veteran and young talent. The Jumpman invested in Chris Paul and Russell Westbrook, making them the marquee faces of their brand, and it would have been ideal had they kept Kawhi in there too. However, they didn't spend time crying over spilled milk and managed to add the likes of Zion Williamson and Luka Doncic, signing them to signature sneaker deals, and boy was that a fantastic idea. Plus, Jordan invested in the past and the future. Russell Westbrook might not be the most marquee of players right now, after the way his last season in the NBA went, but that doesn't mean he hasn't gotten some serious fans. A move to a new franchise could rejuvenate his career. Meanwhile, the point guard remains as consistent as ever whenever he does play, and if the Phoenix Suns can realize their true potential, the Jordan brand would be very happy with the revenue that brings in. But they've also bought some sure-shot stocks in Luka Doncic. He's easily one of the best, if not outright the best star coming up in the division, and he's simply fantastic. We think his route to success will be second to none, and he's already debuted his Jordan Luka 1 in last season's playoffs. It's a beautiful sneaker as well, and we've got no doubt that the Slovenian will be with Jordan for a long time, because imagine letting a star like him go. Zion Williamson, meanwhile, is another fantastic addition as he looks to recapture the form that made him unstoppable in his rookie season. He signed a massive contract with the Pelicans, and he'll be one of the players to look out for, at least for the Jordan brand. At number 2, the likes of James Harden, Derrick Rose, and Damian Lillard. Quite similar to the Jordan brand, Adidas has invested in the past, present, and the future with their picks. We'll be looking at their longest-serving stars and the players that dominated the NBA scene for many years. First up, you've got Derrick Rose, the longest-serving member of Adidas, who signed a 14-year contract with the brand shortly after his superb 2010-11 MVP season. That one didn't work out as good as Adidas would have hoped, but that doesn't mean he didn't fetch Adidas good money. Then comes James Harden, who signed one of the biggest signature sneaker contracts with Adidas, and he headlines their all-star roster, having been one of the most impressive players to play the sport. He'll be chasing the elusive ring with the Sixers this year, and that would boost the return on an investment that Adidas has been after. We've got no doubt that he's already paid back, because there aren't as many iconic players in the league league is Harden. Not to mention Damian Lillard, another player unlucky in terms of a championship, but his talent has never been in doubt. Like Harden though, he's an established superstar at the highest level in the league, and we can't wait to see him in action this season. Adidas also has Donovan Mitchell and Trae Young. There are two things common between the three players that we just talked about. All three are sponsored by Adidas, but all three have also been major superstars who never won a championship. Adidas will be hoping that getting their hands on two of the most exciting guards in the league, Trae Young and Donovan Mitchell, will change their luck, but that doesn't look very likely. They're both extremely talented and fantastic players, but we just don't see how they can win a ring. Maybe Harden isn't cursed, and it's Adidas at fault. Next up, Nike with Kyrie Irving, Paul George, and Kevin Durant. Nike's dominance in basketball sneakers is unmatched. It's probably down to the fact that they've gotten lucky with their picks, and their stars have gone on to experience serious success at the highest level. Kyrie Irving is dynamic an NBA player as you can possibly wish to see. His handles are one of the most exciting things about basketball these days, and it's hardly surprising that Nike managed to tie him down to a signature sneaker deal. Similarly, Kevin Durant might have a different way of playing the game, but that hasn't proven to be a hindrance to the kind of success he's been for Nike. He's won championships and he's released 14 signature sneakers with Nike, with the latest one coming out this year. The only player to have a signature sneaker line with Nike but not a ring is Paul George, and that might be the biggest reason why they're backing the Clippers to go all the way this year. Regardless of whether they win a ring or not, Paul's line has been a huge success with Nike. Lastly, Nike's LeBron James and Giannis Antetokounmpo. Nike has also managed to tie down two of the most dominant athletes in the sport to signature sneaker deals, the past and present, along with the present and the future. Smart business, but they lack a young superstar, and that should be their next target. LeBron's entering his 20th season with the brand, and he's as big a star as they come. In fact, he should be given a line similar to the Jordan brand, given his star power in the NBA remains unmatched. The King leads the way and has dominated the NBA for almost 15 years now. He's recently signed a deal with the Lakers, and if we had to guess, James will have another fantastic season this year. On the other hand, Giannis is already a star and will only go on to break more records. The two-time MVP will be dropping his Zoom Freak 4 this season, and along with some fantastic performances as he looks to add to his legacy and goes for another MVP season. His kicks are good. They're no match for Kyrie and Paul, of course, but they're still good enough and do fly off the shelves pretty fast. That's a wrap for this video. Which of these signature sneaker lines is your favorite? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.